So there is an array of different things. Some of this came from the regular grocery store. Some of it came from the Dollar Tree, just because I was trying my best to be extremely frugal. Now, I do have a lot less guests this year than I have had in the past, so that's why you're not seeing a giant turkey. But we can go ahead and go over our plans and what we're planning on doing. So, first of all, let's start with the en gratin potatoes. I know some people put ham with their en gratin potatoes. We do not. I am going to be making 2 boxes of en gratin potatoes. I soak my potatoes overnight, so I follow the directions on the back, but I do soak them overnight, add a little bit more water to them in the morning. That is a tip that my grandmother gave me for these potatoes, just because it makes them nice and soft and you're not dealing with crunchy potatoes last minute or waiting for them to cook a supremely long time. Because let me tell you, I've done it both ways. I've done the 45-minute to an hour cook session, and I've also done the soak method, and the soak method is my favorite. Next is going to be this butternut squash. I am going to cut it down the middle and then take out all the seeds, cube it up, and put it into the oven as a side. It is going to be cooked savory. However, we have cooked this sweet like you would pumpkin. I know. You should try it one of these times. Little brown sugar with some butter makes it amazing. Next, I am going to try these brioche Dollar Tree little rolls, because this is something I've never seen before. If you've seen this, let me know in the comments down below. Were they worth it? I don't want to open them until Thanksgiving, and I actually might put these in the freezer until then. Next is going to be some of these canned goods. I do have pumpkin pie mix with our carnation evaporated milk, and this should make 2 pies by following the directions on the back. I did get 2 cans of these Bruce's Yams. Now, these are cut sweet potatoes in syrup. I don't really love that they're in syrup, but that's just how I find them. From time to time, I will get the organic kind because it is in juice, but I was not finding any of them this year, so we went with Dollar Tree brand, and I'm going to put cinnamon, sugar, a little bit of nutmeg with the Jet Mini Puff marshmallows on top. This is my youngest child's favorite. Of course, the dessert as well. Next, we have eggs, because this does call for eggs. I also will do a few deviled eggs. I think I'm the only one in the household that actually likes deviled eggs. I'm not 100% sure on that, but there may be some trying of deviled eggs and not liking them. Next is going to be some seasonings. I did get this crushed rosemary. I don't have any rosemary in my stock of seasonings, which is really weird because I should usually have some. I have a little bit of everything else, and I usually buy my spices bulk at Winco, but this was very expensive at Winco, so I got it at the Dollar Tree. Next is ground sage. I normally would put this on pork or ham of sorts, but this year I am going to try to add it to some veggies and turkey. Next is going to be the other veggies. We have some carrots. I don't know why, but, and I don't know if someone's saying this on purpose to kind of like get me to say where I live. I do live in the state of Oregon. Someone asked me why my carrots are Oregon carrots, because we live in Oregon. Okay, so I got a whole bag of carrots. I will be cooking this with the meat as well as making a side with it. Also got some celery, which will go with the meat and the side. If I have some cabbage left over from a meal, I will add cabbage, celery, and carrots together. Next is going to be just regular sweet potatoes. I know we already have the sweet potatoes over here. This is more of like a dessert. And then my hubby is gluten-free and we don't have stuffing here for that reason. That and my youngest kid and I don't like stuffing. And my oldest will not touch it with a 10-foot pole, let me tell you. He's like, no thanks, I don't want soggy bread. Soggy croutons. So we are going to make some savory potatoes as well. I did have some russet potatoes and some canned potatoes that I could make, but we decided against it. We want to do our favorite sweet potatoes roasted with some butter and some wonderful spices. Next is the turkey. This turkey is quite small. It is about 1.5 pounds per person. This turkey was not a bad deal at all. And honestly, if I had the ability to find more than one at this price, I would have probably grabbed another one. But I did buy this for $11 and some change. Next is going to be the pie shells. I know last year I made a really terrible, the pies weren't terrible, but the video was not really popular, of me making pumpkin pie. I have not really been a pie baker in the past, so that was my first time making pie from scratch, plus it was the first time I'd ever made gluten-free dough. Actually, I think it was the first time I made gluten-free anything, particularly in the baking realm. So this year I'm going to use these. These were the same price as regular wheat shells. So I said, you know what? Because I'm getting a smaller turkey, I'm going to splurge on our desserts, because that's essentially what some folks will come here for, is after turkey desserts. Next is going to be this Dollar Tree graham cracker crust. I do have graham cracker crust making kits. I'm saving those for Christmas because I do know that when Christmas came last year, I couldn't find any of these at any Dollar Tree in my area, so I planned ahead, but when I saw this at the Dollar Tree, I grabbed it. I am going to make a chocolate pie as well. And I'm going to follow directions on the half, but likely half of what it calls for the milk. So that way it gets nice and thick and creamy. So there is that. So that is everything, you guys. This is all we're doing for Thanksgiving. I'm not doing anything super crazy. I do have less people. I do have someone bringing some greens. I do also have some broccoli that you guys saw I got at Kroger, and I know this sounds petty, but I paid $6 for it and it's already turned brown. So I'm gonna bring it back. I know, but when you pay $6 for broccoli, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring it back. And I've never done that before, but I'm gonna, because it's a lot of money, okay? However, I did want to talk about this fine china here. This is a different kind of fine china than you're used to in my videos, where I have been using fine china when Amanda doesn't want to do extra dishes and hubby doesn't want to do extra dishes. I know, it's the lazy china, it's the paper plates, but I am not going to waste my time with my friends and my family, my children, my husband. Your girl's going to be working 2 jobs. I don't want to be doing a bajillion dishes. And I do have somebody bring in the paper fine china as well. So people who watch this video that are bringing the fine china, if you want to bring plastic fine china as well, I'm good with that. And I mean the serving kind. Okay? So here is 2 of these baking like tin things. We'll be using that for the sweet potatoes and the en gratin potatoes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the turkey in here because this is great. I just want to throw it away. When I'm done, I just want to throw it away, okay? So it's okay if you want to do that too. So as always, you can only do what you can with what you got because it's all you've got to work with. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Christmas, but I sure in the heck don't want to spend $50 on a ham, I'll tell you that. That was crazy. I went to Winco, and Winco is cheap, and why are your hams $50? I don't understand. Somebody tell me what the logic is there. All right? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.